Midnight Hour from Christopher Kyle Fragrance. My guy, you got something special on your hands. For those of you that are looking for one of the better independent niche fragrances, brands, just good juice for 2025, this is definitely something you want to check out. Let's go ahead and jump into the conversation. Yo, what's going on, party people, fat boy family? I hope that you are having an amazing day. Listen, I know today is Thursday. This video was actually supposed to be out Wednesday for our decant first impression, worth it or not Wednesday video. Your boy has been under the weather. Work has been crazy. I've been training new employees. So I've just been like, hey, yo, we work hard, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be okay. Content, y'all are still hitting subscribe, y'all are still liking, y'all are still commenting, y'all are still viewing. So we definitely appreciate that. But all that matters is that we get the content out there. So I appreciate you again. Feel free while we're at it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and click that bell so you can be notified every single time I post new content to the channel. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into this one, man. Christopher Kyle, in full transparency, is a guy that I don't really know, but I started following, their fragrance journey on IG. I saw something one day about, him making his own fragrance. And that is something that, I have plans. I have played around with. Got a couple of things, that I've done, going to like candle making classes, fragrance classes, just doing some things on my own, playing around with some things, oils, DPG, additives, all those different types of things. So hopefully 2025, 2026, y'all gonna see something come from Fat Boy Family. But nonetheless, Christopher Kyle is one of those people I followed good part of last year on this journey and was excited when this was being released. And I was like, hey man, congratulations, huge inspiration, and sent this out to me, to try. And so, yeah, I'm not being forced to review. I like to be transparent with y'all. I like to tell y'all these things, because we got too many nutcases out here that are accusing people of chilling, kiss and tell, this, that, and the third. I'm not going to apologize for getting blessed and being favored and just being good at what I do in 2025. So we're going to ignore the hate. And in the words of my brother, positive vibes only. But I've already I sprayed this on, picked it up from the P.O. box from the post office, sprayed this on, and was like, ooh, I didn't know that there was plum in here until I actually looked up the notes. And I was like, this is good. And I noticed it stuck around. It stayed on. I went to sleep. I woke up. So we're talking at least a minimum on my hand. That had to be a 12, 13 hour span. Went to sleep on my hand. Y'all know how it is. You rubbing on sheets and all kind of stuff at night. You're touching fabrics, this, that, and the third. And I woke up in the morning and I went to wipe the crust out my eyes. And I was like, dang, I still smell that joint. So that had to let you know the quality that we're working with here. But just want to show you this. Love the presentation. This is actually the 10 mil. So if you order a 10 mil right now, he has it on sale for $35. I think it's normally $45. And then I think there is a 40 ml bottle. And then I think there's a 100 ml bottle. So I'll link everything down in the description where you can actually go check it out. Definitely, man, go check out Christopher Kyle. But this is some good stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and spray this on, and so y'all can see that beautiful, sophisticated fragrance. In the air. Oh my God, an amazing, amazing scent. Amazing, beautiful, beautiful scent. So I'm gonna tell y'all what's in it. In the top, God, this is good. Bergamot, pineapple, and plum. One of the craziest combinations. I can't think of another fragrance off the top of my head that has a combination like that. In the top, off the gate, bergamot, pineapple, and plum, and it is well blended. And there's this slight candy bubblegum slight nuance, not this JPG or this Invictus style. You know how they love to do like that bubblegum quality. Not like that at all. But it's the slightest hint there in the background. Oh my God, it adds a little bit of youth. You know, this is for that mature, sophisticated guy that, you know, is reminded. It's like when you get a haircut and you take like 10 years off your life. This is what this smells like. All right, in the middle, in the heart, we got damask rose. I'm assuming that's like Damascus. I could be wrong, but damask rose, jasmine, and iris. And so you can already tell those florals, y'all know what they doing. They waffling, they are pushing. So they are pushing that bergamot, pushing that pineapple, pushing that plum. So this is gonna be very aromatic. It's gonna travel. I can already tell you, I have not worn this out. I'm gonna definitely have to get a full bottle of this because this probably gonna be my Valentine's Day fragrance. I'm getting ready to drop some Valentine's Day content, especially for the ladies. This is probably gonna be my Valentine's Day fragrance because it's that good. But those florals are gonna definitely help with that projection, especially that rose. I'm telling y'all, I wore this the other night and I just kept smelling. And then one of the most beautiful things is when we got to the dry down and I just kept sniffing my hand. Sandalwood, which makes it super creamy, which y'all know women absolutely love. To me, sandalwood is like the aphrodisiac of fragrance notes or whatever. Sandalwood, patchouli, which adds a bit of that character to it, white musk, and bamboo. So the bamboo is not like your typical wood. It's not like sandalwood. It's not like cedar. It's not like oak moss. It's not like, you know, argwood or anything like that. It's bright, like it's different, like it gives a bit of richness. And like, can something be bright and dark at the same time? It's kind of bright and dark at the same time, especially once you get to the dry down. It's not dark from a, you know, sometimes we think dark means smoky. Sometimes we think dark can be wet. And some people may think dark is dry, but the bamboo is like, you're like, man, this is a mature wood base, but it's creamy. I think the sandalwood is really what helps it. And that white musk gives it a bit of brightness at the same. It's just beautiful. The dry down, the opening and the dry down. Matter of fact, just the whole fragrance. The whole fragrance. I really like this. I really like this. Chris did not tell me I had to tell y'all that I liked it. I'm not telling you I like it because I like it. I'm not telling you I like it because I got a coupon code, I got a discount code, anything, nothing. I'm telling you because I do want you to go to his website and get the 10 mil and sample this so you can experience what I'm experiencing. Because again, that opening was absolutely stunning. It was beautiful. Bergamot, pineapple, and plum. Y'all know how big of a fan I am of plum. Pineapple is probably going to be is in my top 5 definitely for notes. I'm not the biggest rose person. Y'all already know that. Rose and leather was one of those things I really grew into in 2024. But here is something about that rose, that iris, you know what I'm saying, and that jasmine. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. This is a perfect unisex fragrance. This doesn't, I don't think it really leans masculine until we get to the dry down. But in the open, in the mid, the heart, this is perfect unisex. Fellas, I can see you buying this and your lady is like, yeah, let me get that up off of you. I can see both of you wearing this. I can see this being like a his and her. I can see Chris actually making a flanker of this and doing like some type of elixir. Well, elixir is not a concentration, but still doing a flanker, because this is, I'm not sure if this is an extrait. Let me see real quick if I can tell you. I'm not sure if this is an extrait or not. If this is an eau de parfum or if this is an extrait. I'm not sure. Assuming how long this thing lasted though. Like, I got to get a wearing with this. I know it's at least an eau de parfum. I'm not sure if it's an extrait or not. Nonetheless, I can see him doing a reformulation of this, or to come out with a flanker and making it even more masculine. Because to me, it has that level of freshness that comes from the bergamot and the pineapple. But when you combine it with that plum and then the florals, it's like, dang, I can see ladies actually loving this, which I think is going to give this a huge compliment factor. I haven't worn this out. Like I said, I'm gonna get one wearing in, and then the rest of it is gonna go to Valentine's, because that's how good this is if I don't get a full bottle before then. But it just smells good, man. It smells good. There's a level of character. There's a level of sophistication. If I can, I don't like to disrespect independent niche perfumers. I know we get in the habit now of like, well, what does it smell like? Give me a reference point. I'm gonna say, if you took Plum Japonais, this is, to me, this is my nose. Because I'm gonna tell you what kind of character it gives me. It gives me Argos style character. I'm not necessarily saying Argos style performance, Argos style quality, but the way they do the rose, it gives me Argos style character, but the rose is creamy, it's dialed back. You know, Argos likes to really punch. So not necessarily that. But the plum in here is like, you give me Plum Japonais and rose, and a heavy dose of rose and sandalwood. This is what that kind of puts me in the mind of. Now, because Sharon's Veil is going a lot oud. Birth of Venus is a little sweet. I'm gonna leave the whole Argos thing alone, but that speaks to how much I think about this. If that's a reference point as it relates to character. Some fragrances you look at for character, maybe not scent DNA, maybe not quality, but it's like, nah, it's distinguished enough to where it has that level of character. And it does give me something similar. I just can't think of it. The Plum Japonais thing with rose is what really comes to mind for those of you who even care to know. But nonetheless, what really caught me was the opening. I wish that opening lasted a little bit longer. I need to do something with that. Chris, I'm not trying to copy this. I need a diffuser with like bergamot, pineapple, and plum. I could smell that all day. And the way he blended this, like I said, it has that playful nuance. It's like you get a haircut and it takes 10 years off your life. That's that playful bubble gum. You be like, what is that hiding in the background somewhere? But once that rose comes in and it lifts it, takes it to another level, and then it starts to dry down. Heck of a fragrance, man. Heck of a fragrance. Don't wear this to daytime. Don't wear this to work. This is sexy fragrance. So like I said, Valentine's Day we're a little over a month out. Definitely go ahead and get your hands on a sample. Try it out around your wife, your girl, your fiance, your baby mama, your lover, whoever, your work wife. See how she feel about it, fellas. I think she's definitely gonna love it. Like I said, I think it's perfectly unisex. If you're looking for a gift, you know, ladies, to gift your or fellas, let your lady know, hey, baby, I'm trying to try out that Christopher Kyle, and I think you might like it too. This is good. This is good. I appreciate this midnight hour, not that mess that Banana Republic was doing. Nonetheless, holla at your boy. Let me know in the comments, have you had a chance to check it out yet? Like I said, I'll drop all the information in the description, but hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, go ahead and click the bell so you can be notified every single time I post a new video to the channel. This is definitely full bottle worthy, so we definitely got to get our hands on a full bottle of this. But until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Be easy.